Shout out Beware. What up, though? And it's your favorite Pistons podcast, Pro Wrestling Talk for the Pistons fan. Want to find out more about our show, like where to order our official t-shirt or how to follow us on social media? Visit our Linktree /PWTPF. That's linktr.ee/PWTPF. And thanks to our premier sponsor, ticket-barter.com. See you at the seats. Yo, I just want to say thanks to everybody who reached out. Last couple weeks, been going through some things, you know what I mean? Like, physically, I'm fine. Everybody in my immediate family is fine. Nobody, died or anything. But sometimes you just be going through stuff. So, shout out to everybody who reached out and was like, yo, you good? You good? You good? I was like, I'm good. Detroit basketball for life. Put Franz Wagner up there, man. You got Robert Horry. You got LeBron. Just notable Pistons playoff appearances while the Pistons were playing at home. Just getting tapped. Franz Wagner was dumping on Cade. I'm like, Cade, you need to take your All-Star award, give it to Franz. Whatever bonus you got for being an All-Star, you need to give it to Franz. Put some respect on Franz Wagner's name. I was like, I'm going home. Matter of fact, I'm taking my daughter's number 2 Cade jersey because he took that out the Raptors. Remember, that was retired to Chuck Daly. I said, I'm taking that and I'm giving her a Franz Wagner. And I said this at the game. I said, Cade got his own shoe coming out next year. They should call him the Wagners. Franz was so dominant in that fourth quarter that I started cheering for him. After he got the dunk, I'm like, oh my goodness, he dumping on y'all. I said this at the game too. Franz did the equivalent of how they say, he just came in the house, pissed on the toilet, didn't wipe it up. He put the drink on the counter, no coasters, feet up on the coffee table. He definitely didn't take his shoes off. He just walking around the house in his Timbs right after cutting the grass. I pulled up to the game about 6:50. Orlando had already hit the game-winning shot, and I was only 20 minutes late. I know somebody on social media right now. I know it's somebody down in Florida and put, Orlando won again. I bet you they did, and they deserve to do it. The Magic won again. Let me see. I already said I was late. Yeah, so I ain't going to none of that fan fest stuff out in the lobby or whatever. I ain't go to the beer garden. I didn't pick up my fanny pack. No, I ain't do none of that. Can someone check on that? Can I still pick up my fanny pack? I need my I'm all dog. I need to get my fanny pack. I think I should be able to get my fanny pack because it wasn't for the first 5,000. It was it's like a ticket on my phone. It's a ticket. The Google Wallet app on my phone just won't show. It's just buzzing, but pick up your fanny pack because I didn't transfer the ticket to Google Wallet. So Google Wallet, they gonna remind you, pick up the dang fanny pack. Ain't nobody more upset about tonight's loss than Pistons season ticket holders, buddy. I was spitting nails. I wanted Pistons in 4 so I can get a refund for games 5 and 7. That's why we all, when they was losing, we like, man, we ain't gonna get that refund for games 5. Oh. You see all the missed free throws, you messing it up for everybody. Y'all millionaires, but think about us, Pistons. We needed that money back for those games 5 and 7. Now I'm going to wake up tomorrow. I bet you the first thing the Pistons are going to do is scan my credit card. Ching-ching! Game 5, back at the pizza box. If you want to talk stats, this ain't the show for it. Go somewhere else. I know all those Piston shows, people on Twitter, stats, shooting from the corner, stats. And why in the easy did I make the mistake of listening to sports radio on the way home? Some guy called in and said Magic in 4. It's over for the Pistons. That's what he said. He said that the Pistons were frauds. 60 wins and the Pistons are frauds. I'm watching the replay of WrestleMania Night 2 because obviously I was at the Pistons game, swag, and Rhea, man, she got some nice abs. All right, let me go on. The Pistons have suffered some ugly losses this season. Now, I will say that. We had the one out in Utah, and Utah was trying to tank. We lost to them. We lost to Brooklyn. And then I think we lost to Orlando. And I was trying to figure out, either we needed to beat Orlando to get to Vegas for the play-in tournament or something like that. And Orlando just came in. They just pissed on us. They just nah, we ain't going to Vegas. You ain't either. I think you can mix in, a loss or 2 to Miami, right? Yeah, for sure. And Bam and Storm and Norman just again, cups sweating on the counter. No coasters. Yeah, so I want to act brand new, we went 73-9, back-to-back seasons, back-to-back titles. I ain't gonna act like that. A few points, and then I just want you to enjoy your day. The first thing, it ain't over till it's over, right? It's the first to win 4 games. So Orlando is closer to that mark, but that doesn't mean like it's over, right? The guy called in the radio, it's over. Okay. No, for it to be over, you have to win 4 times. Okay. Listen, I hate to have this come out of my mouth. Hella pause right there. But, hey, Pistons got pushed around tonight. I mean, they got pushed around. They look like some punks. My grandmama gave me that chain. Empty possessions. My goodness. You know how I say AEW is the near fall capital of the world, where the Pistons are the empty possessions champions of the universe. They'll just dribble down, waste 24 seconds, and turn the ball over. No shot clock violation. Just wait till they get to 23 and get ripped. You know, it's like shoot up some ugly shot. You know, some old Buddha Edwards bounce off the top of the other team, get the rebound. Just a complete empty possession. Nothing but a waste of time. Mentally, Orlando has the edge. I always say, like, sports is like 50% mental. Like, right now, and now the Pistons are like, dog, they can beat us. And Orlando is like, dog, we could win. You know, like, like, have you ever had somebody tell you, like, man, this is really difficult. Like, man, it's going to be impossible. And then you mess around and do it. Then you're like, okay. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like now I can do something else. They told me I couldn't build a shed. I built a shed. Now I can build a house. Shit. It feels like, I mean, like, even walking out of the arena, like, the Pistons have lost the crowd. That's it. And they're going, because this city first of all, it's difficult because it's always been a Tiger town. And then, like, the Lions are like the darlings. Like, especially with the city being hella gentrified, they just love Dan Campbell. So Dan Campbell can't do nothing wrong. So they would love this loss. They're like, okay, now we can focus on the NFL draft. It looked packed in there today. It looked like a sellout today. I mean, I had multiple inquiries like, hey, do you got extra tick or something like that? And I'm like, I ain't got no extra tick. I just don't think it'll be like that on Wednesday. First of all, it's a weekday, and secondly, this is a tough audience in Detroit. Like, any chance they get to just run back to Dan Campbell, they're gonna do it. And they're like, great, we get to run back to Dan Campbell. And I hear people say fully blown adults. They'll just be like, I don't want to watch if my team is losing. Like, they actually say that. I'm like, wow, that means I don't want to get into that, but I've heard people say that. Like, listen, if they start losing, I cut the TV off. I'm like, wow, okay, like. I know the stats people are going to be on the morning like, here's 60% and then the 30%, and Duran didn't take any shots, and that's why they lost. You know, because they just know everything, right? Who in the world does Oba think he is? Choke slamming Brock? It's like, hey, back up off me. Back to the Pistons. Yeah, I would just say, like, stop crying about the refs. If you're on somewhere in social media talking, stop crying about the refs. Good teams play through all the bad calls. Y'all see Paolo had on those Air Jordan 28s? That's dope. That's how I think when you're signed to a brand, that's how you should do. Pull out them sneakers that you know can't nobody get, you know? So overall, just ugly loss. I was trying to think of, like, what did I see good in this, right? Like, even as I roll home, is there nothing really good? K can still ball, but not good enough, right? Like, not good enough to beat the Magic, right? Not today. And that's important, because you don't want to turn into Matt Stafford version Lions, right? Yeah. Oh, look at all these numbers he's putting up. He's doing this, he's doing that, but we ain't winning. You know, like, yo, that's all fine and dandy for a fantasy football sheet, but yo, overall, I just say do better, right? I hear a lot of people, especially when I was walking back from the game, they gotta do this. They can't. Yeah, I mean, they ain't got to. I mean, because, you know what I'm saying? They ain't gotta do nothing. They can just sit up and lose, but I'll just say, overall, I would just describe this game as embarrassing. Just for the whole entire organization from top to bottom. You got the silly little thing out on the promenade, the little fan thing. And it's like it's the finals. You ain't won nothing, right? You know, and then the players, you get pushed around. Just it's overall top to, like, not embarrassing like as a man. Like, I respect you all, but overall, like, the competition aspect of it, yeah, it's embarrassing. They played much better in New York last year during the first game of the playoffs than they did this year. I mean, that's just a fact. Even though they lost, I think they lost that game too, but they played way better. Like, just sharper, just everything, top to bottom. Like, I'm not gonna be like, I'm off today now. I'm just like, man, I just hope they do better. Like, I expected, like, if we were gonna lose, not for it to be a frustrating loss, but I mean, this was a wham, 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 wham. This was a beatdown. My goodness. I mean, I was shocked by who was back. I mean, Wagner basically was like, go down to that corner and give me a switch. You know what I mean? And I'm going to beat you with your own switch that you just picked out.